Tropical storm Falcon has entered the Philippine area of responsibility. It is expected to quickly develop into a typhoon and trigger monsoon rains starting today. The Philippine Coast Guard has dismissed 2 of its personnel in Binangonan following the incident involving a motorboat that capsized along Laguna de Bay, leaving dozens dead. And in entertainment news, no Emmy Awards this year. Organizers have decided to postpone the event amid ongoing Hollywood strikes. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. Tropical storm Falcon is now within the Philippine area of responsibility. Pag-asa last spotted Falcon's center over 1,300 kilometers east of Central Luzon. It's packing 65 km per hour winds and gustiness of up to 80 kilometers per hour. Falcon is moving west-northwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. It is expected to intensify into a typhoon tomorrow but will remain far from the Philippine landmass. Falcon will likely exit the PAR on Monday afternoon or evening. Now, Falcon's trough is triggering rains over eastern Visayas and Caraga, while the southwest monsoon or Habagat is bringing rains over the rest of Luzon and Visayas. The rest of the country, meanwhile, may see isolated rain showers due to both the Habagat and localized thunderstorms. Families are seeking accountability for their deceased loved ones following the Binangonan Rizal boat tragedy that killed at least 26 people. The details in this report.
This was the heartbreaking sight at Binangonan's port, casket after casket being loaded into motorbangkas. These are just some of the remains of at least 26 people who drowned when their boat capsized in this part of Laguna de Bay. The Philippine Coast Guard's initial report put the survivors at 40. One of the first bodies recovered were those of 18-year-old Erica Lavafes. Her family last got word from her at noon of Thursday. She was asking them to wait for her on the other side of the port while already aboard the MB Aya Express.
Sabi niya, 12:30 nag-chat. Sabi niya, sunduin siya sa Hanusa. Ngayon, nabalitaan namin may lumubog nga daw na bangka. Tinanong ko sa daddy ko, anong oras nag-chat? Sabi niya 12:30. Kinabahan na ako kaya tinawagan ko ng tinawagan yung number niya, hindi ko makontak. Nagpa siya ako, sabi ko sa kanya, tara pumunta tayo dun sa kabilang barangay, makibalita tayo.
Now, Erica's family is claiming negligence on the end of the local Coast Guard after they allowed the boat to set sail. Eloisa said there's clearly overloading since the motorbangka was full of passengers and other personal belongings, sacks of rice, and even motorcycles.
Ang sa akin lang, yung sakay nung bangka, overloaded. Nasaan ang Coast Guard? Yung mga pasahero, wala man lang suot na life jacket. Na dapat sana, kahit pa paano, sana buhay po yung kapatid ko.
Unconfirmed reports say there was no Coast Guard officer when a passenger bangka set forth for Talim Island. As a result, there was no one to check the manifest, with the vessel's capacity at only 30 passengers.
Nasaan ang mga pangalan ng ibang mga namatay? Bakit wala sa listahan nila? Kasi nga ayaw nilang palabasin na overloaded yung bangka.
But the Coast Guard was quick on the defense, saying that was not the information submitted to them by the motorbangka's operator.
Yung ating pasahero ay di-declare yon ng ating boat captain. No, meron tayong Master's Declaration of Safe Departure. Ibig sabihin, yung bangka niya ay ready, operational ready para mag-depart. Okay yung weather condition from the point of origin going to the point of destination. At the same time, kompleto siya ng rescue equipment like safety equipment like.
According to the bangka's captain, the voyage was smooth at the onset, until strong winds blew and passengers panicked.
Uwi na po, isla po. Bigla po may sigwada po ng hangin. Bigla po, yung oras po ko tawagin. Hindi ko na po mapigilan yung pag ano po ng bangka po tagilid, yun po, sinasabi ko naman po sa mga pasahero ko na huwag na po kayong lumipat, okay na po tayo basa, dahil pauwi na naman po tayo at isa pang malaki po ang bangka natin. Pero po, ay bigla po, yung nasa unahan po, bigla po umadjust po ng pwesto. At ang isa po po ay isigwada po ng hangin na biglang bulusok po sa bangka po, sa amin po. Kaya po, dahan-dahan po tumagilid yung bangka.
The boat captain refused to reveal the total number of his passengers or if they're wearing life jacket. He has nothing but remorse for the tragedy.
Sana po, patawad nila ako. Kasi po, di po naman po talaga kahit sino naman po tao, nasa ka lang. Kaya kung hindi lang po gusto yung gano'n po yun.
But grieving families want nothing less than justice for their loved ones of an accident that they believe should not have happened if safety precautions were not thrown off the wind.
Now, following this incident, the Philippine Coast Guard has removed 2 of its personnel from their posts. The PCG says this is to ensure impartial investigations, which will determine whether their personnel had shortcomings in their duties. The Coast Guard will also be investigating the captain of the boat. Marina has also suspended the passenger ship safety certificate of Aya Express, prohibiting it from setting sail. Underwater search operations ended yesterday after 7 hours. The Coast Guard will now shift to surface search and rescue or retrieval operations today. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Local banks are seeing an increase in loan demand this third quarter. The Bangko Sentral said this includes both consumer and business loans. Enterprises are expected to seek more credit to finance their operations, while consumers are seen to get more loans as household expenses rise. However, banks are likely to tighten their lending standards for enterprises due to weak profit and liquidity, as well as risky borrowers on profile. The Emmys have been postponed as writers and actors strike rocks Hollywood. The awards show was supposed to be telecast on September 18, but insiders say it could be pushed as far back as January next year, depending on whether a resolution to disputes between studios and guilds is reached. Hollywood actors went on strike earlier this month after joining film and television writers who have been on picket lines since May. And back here at home, TV host Maine Mendoza is now married to actor Arjo. The two tied the knot on Friday in Baguio City in an intimate wedding ceremony. Maine's EAT co-hosts Tito, Vic, and Joey were among the principal sponsors. The couple had been engaged for a year before tying the knot. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.